Okay, welcome subscribers. This is probably the last video I'll get in before Christmas. I will try to get another one in between Christmas and New Year's prior to the Iowa caucuses. So, where do we stand? Ron Paul had a good showing at the Iowa debates, I thought. Most of the contenders were going after Newt Gingrich. Ron Paul himself did not so much go after Newt Gingrich as he was goaded into addressing some of the things he said about Newt Gingrich and his flip-flopping and his taking money from Freddie Mac and the like. And I think he acquitted himself very well as far as that goes. I only want to address a couple things tonight because they're always the same things that Ron Paul has to address, and primarily it's his foreign policy. Everyone knows that he is nothing short of a genius when it comes to the economy, and even if the way that he wants to address the problems may not be as popular as some, but people know he knows what he's talking about because he was talking about the problems that we eventually ran into in 2008, 10 years prior. But what I wanted to address tonight are the misconceptions that Ron Paul, and it's not a misconception, the people that know Ron Paul know these aren't true, but that for some reason he has a problem with Israel, and that he doesn't have a problem with Muslims and things of that nature. The problem is, when you say you want to have a non-interventionist policy towards foreign affairs and wars and the like, that doesn't mean that you want to be weak and that you will not stand up for the defense of the United States. And also, as far as Israel is concerned, Benjamin Netanyahu himself said they didn't need our help, nor did they want our help, but certainly our help would be available to them, but we don't need to force it upon them and impose our will on them and actually dictate to them how they're going to handle their own foreign policy. So ultimately, it comes down to this. If you don't tell people that you are absolutely in love with Israel and want to bend over backwards to do anything they want, then immediately you hate Israel and you might as well be a Nazi. And that's what people play up against Ron Paul. He doesn't hate Israel. Actually, he said they're one of our greatest allies, but he doesn't want to give them foreign aid because he doesn't want to give anyone foreign aid without a darn good reason for it. So when he says I don't want to give foreign aid to everyone, the following question is always, and Israel too? Well, of course, I said everyone, so that would include Israel. And just now, I watched a video, it was actually a video clip of Ron Paul on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno, and he actually softballed a couple of the candidates as far as saying that they were good people and they had some good things going for them. The one thing that caught most people's attention was when he said that both Michelle Bachmann hates Muslims. Boy, does she hate Muslims. She wants to go get them. And he also said that Rick Santorum, not only does he hate Muslims, he also hates gays, which is hard to disagree with. And I don't think he would deny it either. Maybe the word hate is too strong a word, but in any event, they don't like them very much. So of course, when Ron Paul says something like that, it's automatically taken to an extreme in the other direction, saying Ron Paul loves Muslims. He wants to, embrace Muslims and radical Islam and everything. And that's not the case at all. He simply wants them to handle their own affairs. As far as our foreign policy goes, leave everyone alone. But if they want to attack us, if they want to threaten us, he'll be damn sure to go over and take care of business and not take 10 years to do it. As he says, get a signed declaration of war from the Congress, get over there, kick ass, end it, and come back. There is not one reason in the world that we should, first of all, have been in Iraq in the first place. But if we really meant business, we would have gone over there, imposed our will, and gotten out. It should never take 10 years for the United States to end a war when we're essentially fighting with nuclear weapons, but not nuclear weapons that we would use, but we have the nuclear threat, but the highest tech weapons in the world, and we're essentially fighting against people that are using rocks and sticks, for lack of a better term. So there's no reason other than the war propaganda machine that likes to make billions of dollars off of these wars. So anyway, just to make my point clear, and I would like to see if any of you agree with me that you can not once again bend over backwards for Israel without being called, anti-Semite or something. They can take care of themselves, but when it comes time when they can't, we'll certainly be there to stick up for them. And they're in the right, and we know that, and they're a good ally. But let's not make it one of our greatest policies here is that we have to support Israel, not only support them, but almost dictate to them what they're going to do. They don't need us. They don't want us there. And if they do, we'll be there for them. So let's get that out of the way. And as far as radical Islam goes, Ron Paul doesn't like them any more than you or me or Michelle Bachmann or Rick Santorum or anyone else. But what you have to remember is you don't want to piss off a bunch of radical Muslims, but you also don't want to be intimidated by them. So you let them do what they want to do. Actually, I would take a little stronger stand, but that's an idea for another video. I think we should go in there and wipe out everyone who practices Sharia law and oppresses women, but that's another story. So we should probably take a stronger stand as far as that's concerned. But if we're not going to do that, and we're going to continue to deal with these people and buy their oil and have reasonably amicable relations with them, let's just leave them alone and not piss them off. But if for some reason they threaten us, or they give us the impression that they're threatening us or going to bomb us, get over there, kick their ass, and come back, and let it be well known that that's what we're going to do. And I think that's what Ron Paul would do. You can't sit here and be mamby-pamby and multiculturalist and say we're going to allow everyone who wants to come to this country to just come to the melting pot and do whatever they damn well please. But the only way to do that is to give people the opportunity to see how they want to treat America. And just to get this point, because it's made so many times that Ron Paul has said that, the United States was at fault for 9/11. And that goes back to what I was just saying. He did not say that at all. He said that there is a reason why people want to bomb America. And it's not because we're free and we're prosperous. It's because we're in their countries and we're bombing them, getting involved in their business, and we shouldn't be doing that. And except under the most extreme circumstances. And that's why they don't like us, and that's why they bomb us. Beyond all the fact that, their radical religious teachings tell them to do it. But I think I've made a long enough video now. So Ron Paul 2012. I'm here in Nebraska. Hop, skip, and a jump from Iowa, so I'm going to do what I can at the Iowa caucuses. I can't wait to get the hell out of this hotel room. I'm here on business, and I hope to be back to my normal video audio setup in the near future. Thanks, everybody. Peace.